Work from home general, NEETs on suicide watch edition. I've done absolutely nothing but stare at the crypto markets today. Pretty comfy getting paid to sit in front of my computer though. Almost lunchtime too. How is your Monday going, work from home Chads?
The same. Looking for potential low market cap to throw half a paycheck into and hope for a 10x so I can travel this summer. GET and track both look good.
Couldn't be comfier, chilling at home in my sweatpants. Life is so good, bros.
Been lurking biz for 2 hours now, sent one work-related email, bought a small stack of some pudgy shitcoin. Hope Ranjeesh is in a good mood and I can get out with a 5x, life is good right now, not gonna lie.
It's been a pretty comfy year for me, getting paid for nothing. I did so much that they haven't caught up 12 months later. Have the time to work on my startup. But I think this may be over, the company is starting to ask me what I'm working on again. I guess I'll do whatever I have to, the absolute minimum is 2 to 3 hours and get back to my stuff. Fuck them.
I'm in a bathrobe. Gonna run out and get sushi for lunch.
I feel like shit. The first time I used leverage, it tanks like a motherfucker. I lost around 1 monthly wage and emptied my crypto account.
Hello fellow work from home Chad. I'm sitting at home, watching my stacks, rolling the biz arc faucet every hour for free arc, drinking ginger tea, listening to Chopin, while doing just a little bit of paperwork. It's also snowy and icy outside. Feels good man.
My day so far, woke up at 8:55, snowing outside. Comfy AF. Logged on exactly 9 AM, went to the bathroom, took shower. Made quick breakfast of eggs and toast. Sit down at desk 9:45, in PJ's bathrobe. Eat breakfast at desk. Meeting 10 to 11, played on phone the entire time. Did some actual work for close to an hour. 12 PM got high AF. Now it's 12:46, currently thinking of what to have for lunch.
Another day working from home. Doing absolutely nothing. How are my fellow work from home Chads this fine day? With all the cold weather, it's cozier than ever. I hope you aren't working too hard.
Team status busy. Never get asked what I'm doing. I love being paid to browse biz and watch crypto charts all day.
Whenever my portfolio is having a green day I can never focus at work. I always say, fuck it, who cares if I get fired, I already made thousands today anyway. But on red days I always get a fire under my ass and do all of my backed up work in a few hours because I suddenly get scared to lose my job. Anyone else?
Work from home is comfy neat status with the additional caveat of having to have your work laptop next to you whilst you listen to music and snooze, my friend. In this current climate, you're missing out.
Work laptop laying on the sofa whilst I browse and shit post on here, thinking I could probably smash a 5K run in about 30 minutes. My work for the day is done. My boss called me yesterday and asked how I'd feel about a permanent home office. I will miss the office environment, but I get so much more done working from home. I said. Keck.
I work at an IT company, won't specify what it is exactly. I check that one service is running at 9, message my boss to confirm service is running, send an email, and then I'm done for the day providing nothing goes down. I have never been this comfy. No commute, no uniform, no shower, no insufferable boomer co-workers, just chilling.
Good morning boys, yesterday's thread was very comfy. As I commented yesterday, I sent emails after work hours after a whole day of absolutely nothing and fully intend to do the same again today. Huzzah.
I have an online conference on Zoom with more than 100 participants, so I don't need to talk at all. Comfy with ThinkPad in my bed while typing this on iPad mini. Getting paid €100 per day after taxes for this shit is comfy.
Sometimes I feel guilty with how little work I get done. As long as I sit in on all my meetings I'm fine. I usually procrastinate my workload until Sunday night.
Never been paid more to do less, but my company has been whining about how hard the times are now, so I think they're gonna try to get out of giving us raises. They already took away bonuses last year. Still, my days are peaceful.
Doing fuck all, as usual.
I avoid work as much as possible during the day, but as a result, might pick up the laptop and do a half hour of work at random times like 8 p.m. or 4 a.m., but I don't mind that at all, it's a good trade-off. I hope we never go back.
Work from home really is the Chad way of doing things, neat lifestyle with a salary that lets you afford more than just tendies.
Hello friend. Data analyst here. Things have been a bit crazy due to the board of directors meeting coming up, which has caused me to have to put 2 to 3 hours of work in a day over the last week instead of 0.5 to 1 hour. Torture.
I'm an office cuck. The HR whale just sent this beauty out. Enjoy your comfy work from home life. Anon, you haven't given anyone kudos.
The key for me is starting work a little early and getting through my emails, usually about 30, by about 8:30. Mostly I just mark as read the spam and unimportant ones. By about 9, all real work is done, and I reply to coworkers' messages and emails promptly, but aside from that I watch Netflix. My company doesn't even have HR. It's astonishing someone gets paid to do that, yet our comfy work from home lifestyles come under scrutiny. A question. In December I received a 12% raise and a $2,000 bonus. On Friday my CEO gave me a 20% bonus. He said it was because he saw my work as the future of the company and wanted to show we value your work. Does anyone have any idea why he gave me 2 substantial raises within 2 months? Tips for doing the least amount of work but getting the most amount of praise from Mr. Scheckelberg. I start my work from home job next week, answering phones for a charity. Once I memorize the scripts I was thinking of playing World of Warcraft or something while I'm working.
I've gotten so used to working from home I think I'll quit my real job once they force me to go back.
I make money for my CEO who does 15 minutes of work a day and lives a comfy life. He pays me to do the 30 to 60 minutes of work he would otherwise have to do and otherwise interrupt his comfy life. So long as he does not have to do the work, all is good. Whatever platform you use to show activity, Google Hangouts, Skype, Slack, figure out how to keep it always showing you are online. Log in 30 minutes before everyone else so when they log on it shows you there. I do this, but actually work those 30 minutes and leave early.
We had a new hire, insurance industry, who knows how to play the game. Within her first week, she identified a small but important change we could make to save space on our servers and presented it to the team at large, King the VP. This focused the attention on her. Next, she created a chat group for remote social activity. What I'm saying is, after you learn your script, take the time to see what could be improved even minor and present it without asking people to change, or they'll assume you're arrogant. After this is done you will have an image of a good employee. Just project energy every time you have a meeting, and they'll love you.
You hear /government/here. I'm convinced politicians hire developers as some sort of money laundering scheme. I've done literally nothing for about the past year. My boss asked me to write a script to scrape some data but it took about 5 minutes and I think he just asked me to do it because he knew I was bored.
Government Chad here. Feels good being paid to trade stonks and browse biz all day.
Government bro here. Before COVID, I'd regularly come into the office buzzed each morning, and I wasn't the only one. I also kept a flask of rum in my desk drawer and used it to spike Diet Cokes I bought from the vending machine. Thank you taxpayers.
I literally haven't done shit for like 6 months now. Most of my days are like this. Wake up at 9 a.m. Check email. Go back to sleep. Wake up at 2 p.m. and play video games, trade crypto. Say I worked 40 hours at the end of the week. I even got a pay raise at the end of last year for doing nothing.
Another government Chad here. Yesterday I attended a bunch of meetings via Teams that I had no idea what was even being discussed, but today I have literally nothing on my plate past the usual morning meeting. I've been in this position since July and still have no idea what's going on or what I'm responsible for. It's kind of stressful, but I'm working hard on trying to relax and just remembering that it's a huge pain in the ass to fire or discipline me, so I'll wait for someone to tell me to do something. You could apply for a job with a defense contractor in your area. I work with a lot of them, it's the same shit but for more money.
This. I am a defense contractor and I get paid an absurd amount for doing nothing. The main difference is that your job isn't guaranteed like the government, but you will earn so much that you can just toss it in crypto and retire early.
My current workday, big data consultancy 8:30, wake up. 8:45, breakfast and coffee. 9 o'clock turn on work laptop, keep sipping coffee. 10:30, finish coffee. 11 o'clock, check to see if anyone has brought up any work that urgently needs doing. All companies have furloughed everyone so there is nothing to do. 11:45, go for a run, usually 5 or 6 kilometers. 12:30, tell boss I'm going for lunch. 1:30, come back check if there is anything to do, there isn't. 5 o'clock, call it a day, tell my boss I'll message him tomorrow. I got paid £2,440 for this. The game is too easy.
I'll be hitting my 7th year of waging soon, and the further I get into my career the more I realize that the only way to really make it is to own my own business. I'm scared to do it, though, because I don't have any ideas that could dominate an industry or generate enough wealth to be generational.
CompTIA certifications, A+ and Network Plus and Security Plus, Amazon Web Services certifications, and learn some basic Terraform Python Swift. If you want to be a dev who does nothing.
Work security. It's genuinely piss easy if you have a slight bit of interest in learning the basics and a bit of common sense. Get some certifications, start with Security Plus and pivot from there. A job in a standard occupational classification is the best starting point you get to see, and do a little bit of everything there is to offer. The busier the better, you learn faster that way. Once you feel confident, take your CV and throw it into as many jobs that interest you as possible. Security is so understaffed it's crazy. Also get semi-competent with Python, C, and Java, and you'll be making $70K plus on the low end within 3 years if you're good.
I'm scared that my mecha camera will just be on. Anyone got any nightmare stories? I scratch my junk pretty vigorously, it would look like I'm yanking my ship. Once I had a call I had to be on, but I had diarrhea real bad, so I just risked it and brought the laptop in the shitter. Nothing happened, but it's a constant fear.
Are you a fucking moron? Don't bring it in the bathroom. You were allowed to shit in the office, you're allowed to step away to crap at home. Holy shit.
You don't walk out of a meeting to shit. You wait till after. I couldn't though, had to go right fucking then.
Take Zoom meetings on phone with the camera off pretty much always. End a week-long fast with 2 massive iced coffees with espresso and everything on the menu at Dunkin' Donuts. Have a meeting after. Storms a brew in. Suffer through it. Well, I guess that wraps this up. Bye everyone. Everyone says bye, meeting is over. Rush to the toilet and blow my brains out, truly horrific stuff. Actually moaning in agony at points. 10 minutes later, check phone. The call indicator is still on. The host never ended the meeting. He heard everything.
I like to write an email during the day, save it as a draft, and send it just before I go to bed, so that my boss thinks I'm working 14-hour days.
Just got a new job this week, been working my arse off in hospitals last year, couldn't be happier to get a comfy work from home gig. 3 days into my first week and I've done fuck all. Also just found out it's weekly pay, yaldi.
Working from home is super comfy. I spend most of the work day watching anime, eating Chex Mix, and shit posting. Every now and then I have to answer an email or pick up the phone. Saving a lot of money on gas by not having to commute anymore. It's like I'm getting paid a salary to Neet.
Just got a big ass raise last week, working from home since early 2020 though. I spent most of my time reading 4chan, trading stocks, replying to emails and managing meetings with clients. I'm a programmer and I put in way less hours than should be legal to get paid as much as I do lol. Anyways, work from home is giga-based, and I never want to go back to an office.
Same thing happened to me. Unasked raise and promotion. I don't do a lot of work, but I do good work when it counts and use the following tricks to look really engaged. Show up early to morning meeting and chat up the boss before tuning out. Answer emails around the clock instantly, even if just with on it. Thanks. Or I'll get working on this soon. CC senior members of the team on work emails that even only tangibly relate to them, unless they hate this, then don't do this. I created a really nice PowerPoint template I spin into custom reports whenever a presentation is required. Every once in a while, I'll agree amplify or provide strategic input on a topic of discussion in our team meetings. It might not work for everyone because we're a small business, but I've had great results with little effort.
I do absolutely nothing all day, and then spend 10 minutes replying to random emails at 11:30 p.m. to make it look like I'm a workaholic.
Kissed the wife goodbye as she goes off to her job, made some breakfast, currently sitting in my bathrobe sipping coffee and playing Minecraft with my stinky linky page open on the other screen. Got a meeting later, will walk the dog while in the meeting. Apart from the mild inconvenience of fake and game masks, some of my favorite restaurants dying, the coof has unironically been a boon. Goodbye wage cuck cubicle. I do feel bad for businesses that got wrecked. My MMA gym is barely surviving by just ignoring lockdowns and putting tarps over the windows for speakeasy jiu-jitsu lel.
Starting my first work from home job later this month, lads. Looking forward to being able to look at stonks and playing Minecraft while working, just like I did at my last few office jobs.
I was willing to work after hours a couple of times, late into the night, while I had been procrastinating and playing games all week, and bosses were taking off their pants for me. I literally deployed something to test environment at 8 p.m, way off hours, and it was fucked, forgot to set environment variable correctly. I get an email at 10 p.m. I was playing games, I didn't see it until 3 a.m. I fixed it in 5 minutes and sent the reply at 3:10 a.m, saying that I fixed, with all bosses, seniors and CEO. We're a very small company. He emailed me before to ask me to fix it the next morning. And in the email, I explained that I fixed it and that it took me a long time so I would be sleeping in the next morning. I woke up at 11 a.m. with a bunch of emails praising me for saving their ass with the client and CEO, basically saying that I was the best employee they had. Yes, I got a huge raise from this bullshit. 2020 is probably the year I did the least amount of work ever, and yet was the most productive and praised. I love work from home.
Everyone in my neighborhood thinks I'm either homeless or a drug dealer or a trust fund kid. I wear the same thing every day. I buy the same tendies and Monster every day. Nobody ever sees me working, and I'm constantly walking around town during working hours. What they don't know is I'm being paid 6 figgies to respond to emails and maybe write a line of code every other day.
My entire job these days is telling people in meetings that I will do something in the future. And then I go back to lurking on the internet and fucking around on stocks and crypto, which I make more money on anyway.
I fell for the trades meme. Working hard is the biggest scam ever.